What is up, my card slinging friends? Hey, before I get into today's video, I noticed in the last couple videos I posted that people were not loving them as much as normal. Is that because I'm playing Marvel Snap and you guys are just salty I'm not playing Gwent? Because that's totally fair. Just let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking and feeling about this game. And if this is something that you're interested in watching, or if I should just have a new channel altogether for it. Personally, I still think they're very much connected. This feels like a natural continuation of Gwent. I feel like they learned a lot of things from Gwent and how Gwent works, and kind of rewriting how the mobile game network is utilized here, and leaning heavily on cosmetics and for funding instead of on pay-to-play mechanics. But obviously that can change. But let me know what all of you think in the comments down below. As you might notice here, I'm still missing a bunch of cards, and that can kind of burn a little bit. But I'm going to walk you through in next video some tips on how to get the right cards, how to focus yourself, and how to have fun with what you've got. Sometimes the struggle is the journey, and the journey is worth your time. Anyway, today's deck is going to be Zabu budget version. I do not have Absorbing Man, so we're not able to do that double Spider-Man deal. But one thing I have noticed that's really valuable, two things actually, Scorpion and then a first round play like Agent 13. You usually don't fill up your board with the four energy cards. So those are really good. And then you can also block enemy Zabus with Enchantress. So this isn't the best deck ever, but this will help teach you a couple of key things. One, which is to know whether or not you're likely to win early on, and to forfeit or snap based on what's in your hand on a deck that revolves around a single card like Zabu. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, basically when you play down Zabu, you play him down round 3 unless there's like a Tinker's Workshop or something. So you play him down, and then all of your 4-cost cards cost 2 less. So these all go from 4 to 2. Hey, Smith Carol, how's it going? Just shooting a quick YouTube video here. For those of you on YouTube, I always stream on Twitch, usually on Saturday mornings. For those of you on Twitch, I post these videos up on YouTube later. But basically, we're just trying to reduce the cost on all these 4 provision cards, and then just try to get max value out of them. So there's a couple of things that are really good here. Number one, Shang-Chi is really good value. If you're able to get him off, obviously he kills 9-point cards. You do need to be a little bit cautious about enemy Shang-Chis, especially for cards like Rescue, because she does go to 9. Drax goes to 8. And Jessica Jones goes to 8. So Rescue is really the big one you got to be worried about. But if you go somewhere that gives you like +1, like Xandar, that gives you +1 point for all cards, then like Crossbones, Jessica Jones, and Drax all will go to 9. So just something to be just be cautious about. All right, let's just go hop into a game and show you a little bit how this deck works, and why I say learning how to snap, not snap, or retreat is a key component of this deck. I am doing great this beautiful Saturday morning. It's a little bit early for me. I got my father-in-law coming over, and we're going to hang out, go get some brunch, but just chilling. All right, the other thing that I really like in my deck is when you're going up against mirrors, which is, for those of you unfamiliar, a mirror is where you're against a deck that is extremely similar, that revolves around the same, usually around the same win condition. Scorpion is extremely helpful. And he's very helpful in Zabu decks because, as you're noticing here, a lot of people just don't play anything in rounds 1 or 2, and sometimes even in round 3. So you can get crazy good value off of him. We're not going to play anything. Raptors took up too much room here, even if I did have something. But getting both of these cards now from Muir Island works out pretty well, so we'll go ahead and drop him there. I would not surprise me if this is the same. Nope, Angela, okay. Interesting. I'm actually going to try to go for double Sunspots. So what you'll want to do here is back out after you go to round 4 and you don't have Zabu. Sometimes I'll ride it. I won't for this one though. This is good play. And sets up pretty well for an Odin. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just retreat here. Now you can do retreat now or retreat later. I usually just, it's a good habit to get into retreat later unless you're really in a grind and you want to punch through the games quickly. There's always a non-zero chance that they went ahead and just retreated. So, and if they retreat, then you don't lose any. You don't lose any of your infinity stones, blocks, whatever we owls, the cubes. Let's keep going. But this way, that way you only lose 1, and so you can net a bunch. What the other thing you want to do is, as soon as you get Zabu in hand, you want to just go ahead and snap. That way it goes to 2. Now there's still always a chance you're gonna lose, but your chance of winning is pretty high when you get Zabu in hand. That's a little love. If you pay attention, his eyes will like glow up green. Ooh, kind of fun to just like eerily and ominously sit in your hand. Sanctum Sanctorum is kind of a problem. I'm actually gonna... We might run out of space, but Agent 13 might get us something that we can actually use to get points here. Nope. Oh, jeez. Well, I've had better days. Alright, cool. We can get Crossbones down here. Rescue is technically our biggest point machine here. Yeah, Zabu's a ton of fun. Typhoid Mary's a bit of a weird choice. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and drop Spider-Man here just so they can't play. She's weird here because now I win at Sanctum Sanctorum. I like playing Spider-Man on turn 5. Yeah. I like playing Spider-Man on turn... So this is why we snapped before. Because had I snapped now, they would have just retreated and we would have only gotten 1 cube. So, here we got 2. We pushed a little bit in a weird way here, but it worked out. A long week at work, and whenever I go on travel and come back home, my body's always a little messed up. I'm still gonna do it. Gonna act like I got something amazing. They think they did too. We shall see. I only just now noticed the rubber ducky. Oh my gosh. I'm actually going to play Scorpion to Luke's bar. I lost this play many times when Luke's bar was up for special time. We will play Zabu just because you want to start playing in Mirror Dimension here, because Mirror Dimension there's a 50% chance of turning into Luke's bar. Yeah, this ended up working out better for them. Let's see if we can get... we can wait for Coulson next turn, I guess. In fact, let's do this and this. I could just do Scorpion Absorbing Man. I'm gonna do Mysterio though. Oh, I can't with Jessica Jones actually. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna do that. I don't think that there's any way for me to win here. Not so much. So we're gonna just go ahead and back out. I can't put up any points in these other ones. I was hoping to get like Mr. Fantastic or just anybody else who gives other points. I don't even know that I really could have used Claw because I would need more points here. There's no way they escaped. They had that unlocked, so you can see we went down by 4. The only thing I wish they would say is, like, escaped should, in my opinion, be you get away without losing anything. When they also, so if you do retreat later, the benefit of that is if they also hit retreat, then you both lose. You have a tie, and neither of you lose any blocks. This is like the perfect setup when you have both these. We're gonna leave space on Grand Central. Okay. I'm gonna drop it here in the event that they have an Enchantress. Usually see armor played with like what's his face? Destroyer decks. They usually don't want to wipe this off. Let's go ahead and do Titan. See if we can get Drax. Yeah. All right, it's just gonna play down something there. Let's go ahead and put down Spider-Man here. I'm not actually going to play either one because I don't really want it to play Shang-Chi. I'd rather keep him. So we'll just go for the 50-50. Let's see what they got. Yeah. Exactly as described. So he can't play anything here. So actually what I'm going to do... Oh, this is a weird one. I'm going to go ahead and play Destroyer here. And then I'm going to play Agent 13 after Destroyer. Let's see how that works. Could play Mr. Fantastic here, in which case we would tie and he would take it. No, 15 is more, so it would depend on how much he has here. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. White Queen, one of the best early game cards you can get, just purely for the information. If not for getting a valuable six point card, especially in a match where they're reduced by 1. That's why he only costs 5. Clutch. Yeah, had we tied in the middle, the opponent definitely would have won. I think he was up by 9 on the left side, and we only had like a 3-point delta on the right. Oh, I'm not snapping, even though like I usually say snap, because I don't have anything that can go to Sanctorum, and I have no idea what these other locations are gonna be. So, and this is gonna work out really well for him. So this is probably one we're gonna forfeit. Yeah, we can't even play here. Rough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait to see when he snaps, but let's just go ahead and retreat. Anyway, this is a Zabu deck. We'll do one last game. And again, for those of you on YouTube, just go ahead and let me know what you think about Marvel Snap, what you think about this deck. Again, I'm always open to criticism, critiques, thoughts. Just let me know. I do like Orca as a finisher. Gonna leave more space here. Well, actually, put him here. Then we might take the win. We might go ahead in points and can do Crossbones. This is not good. If they play down Zabu, but I don't. Okay. Interesting to do it everywhere except for DC. That way I don't get the points. If we get Enchantress, that actually might be. We might actually be able to pull this off. We're tied here, we're ahead here, and we're ahead here. So I don't necessarily need to give this up. And we're go first here, so this works out. Yeah. 3 points! So yeah, sometimes you can still eke it out, but you got to be very cautious. The only critique I would say for spending is that you're going to be spending $10 a month if you want to play the meta card like Zabu. I mean, nominally, I think you can still get them, but they are in waves, and I'll cover this in my next video. Last game. No idea what this is going to turn into, but we can go ahead and drop them down. The only times I get really nervous are when the opponent plays Sunspot, then Scorpion, and then Zabu. Then I'm like, we're doing the same exact thing. I don't expect something bigger than me, but yeah. People are still playing the Surfer decks. Let's do just JJ. And let's do White Queen. I don't know where the opponent's going to play. I like her on Xandar because she'll only go to 7. We actually have to put up a lot of points here. Okay. Interesting. I think we want Spider-Man here because they'll run out of space. I'm guessing they'll play Sarah next. And let's do Drax. This should be good. Yeah, this will be Sarah. And now we just say, hey, if you want to play, you can only play 3 cards, and you have to play them here. Oh, it's Zabu. Why the heck you playing this stuff if you got Zabu? Alright, well, we'll go for Groot here and Shang-Chi here. We carry this one. We just have to win one of the other 2. This one could be a push if they play another 3, like a Killmonger would be a really good one here. He'll play for 3 points maybe if they drew him late. And he wipes off Sunspot and Agent 13. And then this would go up by 12 points if they play Silver Surfer after. But I know they have a -1 point Iron Man. So, and he's not going to win this one. And he's not going to win that one. So they were in a bind. And I just can't stop. It's like such like I'm like, oh, just one last one, but then I just keep going. So I like this so much more than Gwig because I can play so many more games. You guys can get like a much better sense of the overall power of a deck instead of me just slapping stuff down. Oh, this is gonna be a rough one. Shang-Chi on Nidavellir will be actually really helpful, so we'll want to keep that. We'll also want to keep everything else below that. So if I don't get Zabu, then sometimes I'll just feel good about carrying an Enchantress just because. Okay, Vulture goes to 8, so I'm going to just go ahead and play him. Sucks to lose Gambit. He just has to go up by 1 more, and then we can kill him, so. I'm going to do Rescue Spider-Man. Hopefully that's enough to lock this down. Getting nervous with these. There we go. Could also do Crossbones just for point value in the event that they're gonna do Hela. But if you're doing Sif with Apocalypse in hand, you probably don't have Hela. So I think we're okay. It's Dracula that we have to worry about. And Apocalypse might go up to 16. So this wouldn't quite be enough. So we just have to pray that Dracula doesn't come down right now. Right here. Okay, that's fine. They're ahead in 2 locations, so we go second. So we should have this on lock. The only way he wins is if he plays Apocalypse like after me here. But that's not going to happen. So it's because I'm going first. So I would have won that free and clear. We would have wiped off all but 8 of his points on that one and had all 4 cards. So we would have had a flat 20 points. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is this a deck you think you'll be playing for the rest of this season as you try to get to infinity? It's been a long, slow grind for me, not going to lie. Moving from 70 to 81 has been a bit of a push. I just don't have some of these other key cards that other people are playing in their Zabu decks that made them extra good, including, let's actually just go ahead. Absorbing Man. What a lot of people will do is they'll play Absorbing Man right after Spider-Man in round 5 so that people can't play at 2 of the 3 locations, and then you just kind of auto lose. And then the other one that people will do, I mentioned him in that last game, is Dracula. I also don't have. Not sure why he didn't show up. Here we go. It's because I hit reset, so. But you can just scroll down and see like what fours am I missing? Typhoid Mary I don't miss. Sentry is interesting. You just have to give up one of your locations basically by putting the void there at -8 points. But if you fill up your right location, then he doesn't go down. So he can be a decent card. Miles isn't really helpful here. Dazzler is fine. Super Scroll is also amazing. Absorbing Man, Wong is also good here. Darkhawk, kind of. Not really in this deck so much. Shanna, not really in this deck so much, but Dracula is the real moneymaker. So you do Dracula with Infinite. Or Giganto, or whatever your poison is. Obviously, Infinite's usually the best option. Then you just hold Infinite in your hand. Zabu lets you play everything else. Dracula auto discards the Infinite and goes to 20 points. And he only costs 2 points to play because you had Zabu. So that's kind of the best combo I've seen with this one, is Absorbing Man, Spider-Man, Dracula, Dracula Infinite. And if you were doing those, I would cut out Agent 13. Then I might actually slim down. I would probably still keep Enchantress. She's really good against Wong decks that just are really greedy. You cut out White Queen is only 4 for 6, and that intelligence isn't all that valuable in the deck that is better than all the decks. So and then you could also, I would still keep Scorpion just because when you go up against a mirror, it's phenomenal. Then maybe, I mean, Rescue is technically worth more points, but you can't defend her, so you might want to get rid of Rescue. So White Queen, Rescue, Agent 13 would all be safe choices to get rid of, and that should get you Absorbing Man, Dracula, Infinite. Let me know what you all think down below in the comments, and until next time, good luck out there, have some fun, keep on slamming down those cards. Keep snapping. Bye for now.